Hello students, hello everybody, welcome back to Vedantu JEE English. We are back with the shift 2 of today, that is your 30th January. Right now what I'm feeling within me, that the chemistry paper, looking at some of the 10 questions that I have with me, we are going to solve it together and you are going to see that chemistry was again very easy, extremely easy for this session. What I'm feeling like is chemistry is actually dead. Is chemistry dead this JEE 2024 season? I don't know. It was pretty extremely easy. You let me know in the chat box, how was your chemistry exam for today? How was the paper? Yes. Hi Yashwant. Hi Arvind. Tomorrow? Okay, tomorrow is your exam. So whatever trend we are seeing right now, bacha, is the exam for chemistry especially is super easy. Even your physics is on the easier side and your mathematics will be your differentiating factor. Remember that? So focus mainly on math, because maths is going to be that subject where people are going to make so much mistakes, and that can be your edge subject because all other subjects have been coming pretty easy. It's actually, if you ask my honest opinion, pretty disappointing for me because that is not expected from NTA. Please level up. This is your JEE students who actually do and die and prepare like, I don't know, for like 2 years, 3 years together, and this is the paper that you give them. Like, it is extremely easy, extremely disappointing, but we're going to solve it together, right? So, okay, let's do it. Let us do it. Let us start from the very first question. Why KMNO4 shows color? This is again from a D block question, right? D block chemistry is asked time and again. In all the shifts, D block questions have been a constant. So why KMNO4 shows color? What is the reason behind that? So we have read that because manganese is a bacha what? Manganese is a D block element, isn't it? So what we have read about the D block or the transition element, what do we know about them? That due to DD transition, what happens? What happens in D block element? DD transition happens, and due to that color is shown. But there's a big but there. In KMNO4, bacha, what happens? For the DD transition, what do you need? What happens in DD transition? For example, this is your degenerate d orbitals, and what happens after they come in contact with the ligand? They split. The d orbitals actually split after coming in contact with the ligand. And what happens? Here the T2G orbital comes, here the EG orbital comes, right? Now what happens if some electron is here? It will gain an energy and go to the upper EG part, right? And it will go here, and then when this electron again loses some energy, when it again comes down, it loses some energy in form of light, and that's how we see the color in most of the D block elements, right? But for DD transition to occur, what is the criteria for DD transition to occur? The criteria is that the D orbitals should have some electron, right? If there is no electron in the D orbital, which electron will go to the EG, right? If there are no electrons. Now let us count the number of electrons in the D orbital of KMNO4. What are the number of electrons? Let us know the oxidation state of manganese in KMNO4. Okay? Here I am writing. So in KMNO4, what is the oxidation state of manganese? If I take the oxidation state of manganese as X and the oxidation state of potassium as +1 plus X plus oxygen has the oxidation state of -2, but there are 4 oxygens, therefore 4 into -2, correct? So now the value of X comes out to be, bacha, what? Can you tell me? The value of X comes out to be, bacha, what? The value of X comes out to be 4 into 2 is 8, and the value of X comes out to be actually +7, right? So manganese here, I'm going to the next page. Manganese here, bacha, is in +7 oxidation state. +7 means what? +7 means it has in 3d orbitals 0 electrons, and in its 4s orbitals 0 electrons. Correct? So what are you observing? Like when manganese is in +7 oxidation state, there are 0 electrons in the d orbital. Therefore, no d transition will happen. No dd transition will happen, because for dd transition there has to be some electron in the d orbital so that it gains energy and go to the eg orbital and comes back and show the color. But here there are 0 electrons. Can you see 0 electrons in the d orbital? So how is KMnO4 colored? How is it colored? Bacha, because due to charge transfer. What? Due to charge transfer. And where does this charge transfer comes from? Look at the structure of manganese, MnO4. What is the structure? MnO4 has 4 oxygen ligands attached to it. Oxygen is electron rich. The ligand oxygen is electron rich, so it can donate its electron to manganese. So due to the ligand to metal, oxygen is what? A ligand to the manganese. So due to the ligand to the metal charge transfer, the KMnO4 shows color, right? Therefore, the correct answer to this is due to ligand to metal charge transfer. Answer C is correct. Okay, and the similar case, bacha, happens in case of what? It happens in case of K2Cr2O4, right? Your potassium dichromate. In potassium dichromate, your chromium is in +6 oxidation state. Meaning what? It has 0 electrons in d orbitals, but still potassium dichromate is colored due to, again, ligand to metal charge transfer. In both these species, due to ligand to metal charge transfer, they show color. Again, a very important D block question. Okay? How many of you got it right? Let me know in the chat box. Now, we'll move on to the next question. Next question is, I don't know why they asked this question. I mean, look at the level of this question. The question is, C is added to a solution of A and B. Find the mole fraction of C. This is the question. Okay? What you are doing, you are adding C to an already solution of A plus B, right? And it has asked you what is the mole fraction of C. Okay? Mole fraction of C. How you will calculate the mole fraction of C, bacha? Very, very easy. Number of moles of C upon the total number of moles, right? So the total number of moles constitute what? Moles of C upon moles of A plus moles of B plus your moles of C. Correct? So this is the final answer. Extremely easy.
I think we want to see some laugh reactions for this question. Yeah, come on, please. Or did you pinch yourself?
Is this JEE?
This is JEE. This looks like this is your 9th class question.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
I want some laugh reactions for this question. Everybody, come on. Did it really come though? Or like, have we written the wrong question or something? Has it really come?
Was it really the question?
Like,
because
the question, because we still cannot believe it. We still cannot believe it. Please tell us, was it really the question? This was the question. Like, it's not like we have written the wrong question or something, right? A, you guys are saying A. So it has really come. We have to agree that it has really come. Super funny. This is. I don't know why did they ask this. Yes.
yeah. Thank you for the laugh reaction.
Thank you for the laugh reaction. Yes, man. Oh my God, NTA, what are they doing? NTA or JAB, whoever that is, God knows now. Whoever that is. Maybe that's why they did all that controversy that we won't even know who prepared the question paper this time. Maybe that's why.
But this is sad actually for the students who have been like toiling the entire day, and these are the level of questions that they're asking.
I mean, the worst part is that there is no differentiator factor. If this is the kind of question, I think we should search for another job now. I mean,
yeah, I am
why would you even go for a coaching now?
But this is like where over chemistry is chemistry, or even physics, not even just chemistry.
Yeah.
The yeah, the level has been the same for physics as well. But okay,
Anyway, let's go to
we
the next
hope
question.
that April session is somewhat better. ठीक है?
Yeah, we hope so.
ठीक है. चलो, next question. Which of the following solution will have the lowest freezing point? This is the question. Do you want to take this question?
No, take it, take it.
Okay. So which of the following solutions have the lowest freezing point? Again, a question from your chapter solutions, right? Lowest freezing point means what? We are here talking about the colligative properties here. Okay? Now we know that freezing point, which is what your delta TF, is directly proportional to what? Is directly proportional to molality. Okay? And molality, bacha, depends on what? Molality, bacha, depends on your number of moles, right? Number of moles. So whichever has the highest number of moles will actually have the highest freezing point depression. Okay?
Yes.
And number of moles depend on what are the factor? Number of moles, what is the equation for number of moles? Is the given mass upon molar mass, right? So it is inversely proportional to the molar mass. Okay? So through this relation we can tell like whichever solute has the lowest molar mass will have the highest lowering of the freezing point. Correct? Now look at the solutes present here. So they have even made your work easier by giving everything to be like the same. The number is same. Here it is 180 gram in 1 liter, 180 gram in 1 liter, 180 gram in 1 liter. So you don't even have to calculate the moles. You just have to know the molar mass of each of the things, because that is the only differentiating factor. As you can see, the CH3COH, which is your acetic acid, here seems to have the lowest molar mass. Why? Because this is the only compound where 2 carbons are present. In rest of them, there is like glucose has 6 carbon. Again, benzoic acid in benzene will actually form a dimer, right? Here it will form a dimer in benzene, which we have read in intense detail. So this will again have a higher molar mass. In the acetic acid, even if it becomes a dimer in benzene, it still will have the molar mass of just 4 carbons attached to it. So here C seems to be the correct option. I don't even have to calculate it. Neither I'm going to teach you to calculate it.
Yeah.
Because this is a very, like, I'll just look at it and I know the answer, right?
I mean, I think our replica paper and the toughest question paper was tougher than this, guys. I think NTA should definitely collaborate with us right now for the question paper. This is...
The answer is not D, bacha. The answer
No, the
is not D.
answer is going to be this, bacha. CH3COH, acetic acid in benzene, it will dimerize and it will still have a lower mass. That is the answer.
ठीक है.
Chalo, moving on. IUPAC name पूछ लिया, बताओ.
Okay, this structure is a little bit
Draw it.
yeah, 1 second. This structure is not drawn correctly. The correct structure was like this: CH3, CH, and here it was another methyl group attached, and then it was C triple bond CH. This was the structure, and the IUPAC name was asked of this structure. I think I have taught the IUPAC naming of alkynes to my nephew who is in like 10th standard.
Correct.
So yeah, so this is like a 10th standard question. Okay, and what will be the IUPAC name? Who's going to answer it? I'm looking at the chat box. So here the primary functional group is
2,
what?
3, 4.
Yeah,
That's it.
that's
4
it.
carbon. What is it? Third methyl.
3
1
methyl.
ine.
Yeah,
3 methyl. This your question paper.
yeah. Even if you haven't slept correctly the previous night,
Yeah.
you still can't make a mistake in this paper.
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, you know what I suggest all the other students whose shift is remaining? Just do one thing. Pick up the first lesson of every chapter. Go through that. Sit in the exam. You will still be getting 98% type. I guess.
Yeah, but let's not make you overconfident about the exam.
Yeah,
Please
yeah.
take it seriously. This is still going to decide your future. So, but looking at the level of the question, that is confirmed.
It is funny.
It is funny. Also, it is confirmed that the cutoffs will be much higher
Much
now.
higher.
Okay,
That will be
so
very
that will be a
competitive.
cutthroat competition now.
Exactly.
Yeah, but yeah, this is going to be something. Okay, now next is which reagent on reacting with phenol gives salicylaldehyde. This is a repeated question. This was asked yesterday's shift, right? This was in yesterday's shift too. Like when I react phenol with salicylaldehyde, the reaction name is Reamer-Tamer reaction, right? We did it yesterday. If you attended yesterday's lecture, you must know the same reaction, ma'am. It's repeated again. It's a Reamer-Tamer reaction, correct? And what happens in Reamer-Tamer? You try to react a phenol. You react a phenol with chloroform, which is CHCl3 in presence of an alkaline medium. It can be KOH or NaOH. So here NaOH is mentioned. So here it will be NaOH. And what happens, bacha, in presence of chloroform? Your salicylaldehyde is formed. Okay? And this is a structure of salicylaldehyde. This is formed. A salicylaldehyde is formed in presence of Reamer-Tamer reaction. Again, a repeated question asked in yesterday's shift. So watching these videos is very, very crucial if you are going to attempt tomorrow's or day after tomorrow's exam. Okay?
Acha, apparently the previous one that we did, there was a nitro element. What was the nitro element? Was it CN? 3-amino-buta nitrile. What
Oh, here.
Well, this one. So you guys are saying that here it was CN. Is that what you're saying? Somebody was saying. Chalo, anyway, I think we will take a look at it later.
Yeah,
we'll
we'll
again,
yeah.
Right? So we will do that.
Yeah,
later.
we'll look at the correct question again. If there's some discrepancy, it can be there because this is what the students have told us. We do not have the question paper with us. This is just a mouth-to-mouth conversation.
Yeah, just memory-based.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay.
Now, you want to take
Which
this?
of the following has a square pyramidal shape? Anybody? Which of the following has a square pyramidal shape, guys? Any idea? Many times, yes, it was CN. Okay, we will come back to it. Don't worry. We will, repeat the question later on again. From here also, I think once again, BRF5 is repeated and you can see that. What do we have to do? That's it. This is the one that is square pyramidal, isn't it? This is the one that is square pyramidal. So once again, everybody, please have a look at it. That chemical bonding chapter say, what are they asking? They are asking you about shape. They are asking you about structure. They are asking you about hybridization. And what else? There was another thing that they were asking. Dipole moment. Yes. And you have another question related to that as well. Right? Chalo, moving on. Here are all the other structures, guys. All the other structures are also here. Yes. Moving on. This is the one related to dipole moment. NH3 has lower dipole moment than NF3. No, that statement. Is this correct, guys? I think there is a discrepancy. This is probably not the exact question. So maybe we will come back to it later. However, according to this statement, NH3 has lower dipole moment than NF3. No, this is false. Right? Now, in NF3, flow of electron is in the same direction. This is also wrong because NF3 has a lone pair on the top and the other fluorine atoms will be at the bottom. So, it will not be in the same direction. So, both the statements are wrong. Statement 1 is both the statement 1 and 2. Both statement 1 and statement 2 are false. So, according to this statement, both of them are false. However, please let us know if this is the correct answer. I guess there is something that is different. There was some sort of electronegativity or something like that was mentioned, if I'm not wrong, right? So please let us know. Let us know in the comment section, everybody, if this question is correct or wrong. Shall we move on? All of them are saying B. What? False, no.
No, bacha, that's a NH3 has a higher dipole.
NH3 has higher dipole, bacha. NH3 has higher dipole. NF3 has some 0 point something. Value is something like that. NH3 has 1 point something. So no, it is false. It is false. However, please let us know if the statements are exactly this. That is what I'm confused about. Yeah, statement 2 is wrong. I said that. Both of them are false. Yes, Shyam. This question was not in the exam. Maybe you have a different set then.
Now that's what I said. The statements must be, there must be something. This question was not in the exam. Okay, chalo, we will come back to that then. We will come back to this later on. Here. See. See, NF3 has 0.424 dBi, NH3 has 1.46 dBi. Yes, do you see what we meant? NH3 has lower dipole moment than NF3. False, right? False. Question mein mistake. What is the question mein mistake? Tell us. Tell us. Write down the this thing. Statement. Statement 2 is, bacha, you have to write down the statement, yeah? Question was different. Chalo, no problem. Anyway, now I have certain questions that I've written in the notebook. It's not here. So I will write that down and we will do this. Yeah, I think there was a question that was related to reduction potential, right? You were given ClO4 minus, you were given IO4 minus, and you were given BrO4 minus. Now the reduction potentials were given to you. Here it was 1.1 volt, here it was 1.6 volt, and here it was 1.7 volt. Now what were you asked? You were asked order of oxidizing power, isn't it? You were supposed to write the order of oxidizing power. Now what is the answer? This is also very simple, very easy peasy, biryani tasty. We can just directly write it like this. This is the power of oxidizing. This is the oxidizing power, isn't it? Is this the correct answer? Is this the correct answer, guys? Yeah, this was the question. This was the question. Again, somebody is saying incorrect. What is incorrect? The question is incorrect?
No, the question is correct.
The question is correct? Question is correct? Yeah, this is the one. Who is that? Stalker? Yeah, absolutely right. Yeah, this is the one. Okay. Next question. We don't have the questions written. We came out. Now there was another one regarding flame test. There was another one regarding flame test, right? Like which one of them gives you color in flame test, isn't it? So there was Li2 plus. This will give you a color which will be red. Then you had Na sodium, Na2 plus, Na plus. What was the question? 1 second, guys. Na plus. Na plus. Na plus will give you yellow-orange color. Yellow-orange color. Then it is K plus. K plus will give you pink or lilac color. Yes. Then you have copper. Cu plus hai na, ma'am? Cu2 plus hai. Plus? So this will be Cu2 plus is bluish green color. All right. Then what do you have? You have Fe2 plus. Fe2 plus will give you gold color. And cobalt. This is slightly refutable. Cobalt gives you a silvery white color. So some people will tell you that it does not give you a flame test, but flame itself is a yellow color. So if it is silvery white color, that means that it gives you a flame test. All right. So here it will be silvery white color. If these were the only options regarding flame test, and if it was an integer based question, then you will write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. 6 should be the correct answer if this is the question. Okay, if this is the question. All right, cool. Next is there was another question which said you have to calculate. This question has also come. Spectral lines, number of spectral lines. Again, directly formula based. Directly formula. Ba2 plus Co plus 2, Ca plus 2 was also there. Barium, cobalt I have written, guys. Cobalt plus 2 I have written. What else is there? What else is there? What else is there? Barium and? Please write it down. Please write it down. We will come back to the questions. Don't worry.
Green color.
Barium will give you green color. Ba plus 2, green color. Bagicha, green. If you remember, S block, when I taught you, if it was there, if you have watched that video, garden is green. What else is there? Anything else? Anything else? None? Chalo, let's go to the next question. The next question was an electron. An electron in fifth excited state. In fifth excited state of He plus atom moves to first excited state. All right, find the number of possible spectral lines. Find the number of possible spectral lines. How do we calculate this, guys? We have a very simple and easy formula, isn't it? Yes, and the formula, everybody, is, I'm going to go to the next slide here. And the formula, everybody, is N2 minus N1 multiplied with N2 minus N1 plus 1 divided by 2. According to the question here, N2, fifth excited state, means N2 is going to be 6, isn't it? So, and the first excited state means that N1 is going to be equal to 2. So that means that it is going to be 6 minus 2 multiplied with 6 minus 2 plus 1 divided by 2. If we calculate this, 6 minus 2 is equal to 4. 6 minus 2, 4 plus 1, this is equal to 5 divided by 2. 4 5s are 20 divided by 2, that means 10. So how many spectral lines will you be able to get? You will be able to get 10 spectral lines, isn't it? 10 spectral lines. Do I have any other question? Do I have any other question? Yes, I have one last question, everybody. One last question, ma'am. Do you want to take this? Find out the correct order of stability of carbocations. I have it written right here. Primary, secondary and tertiary. 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree. That's it.
Okay.
Take it up.
If the question was that easy, we're going to solve it just right now.
away. Here you go.
Okay. So we have two more questions with us then. And then we are...
Then we are going to call upon mathematics of physics.
Yeah, physics, Shreyas sir will be there. Okay. The question seems to be, you have to write down the order of stability for carbocations. Order of stability of carbocations. Okay, so this is the question, and the options are, bacha, CH3, which is a tertiary carbocation, and next is your secondary carbocation. Was that the question? Can somebody tell me in the chat box? Is that the question that was asked? This is A, this is B, and then...
Yeah, 3 degree, 2 degree, 1 degree. That is the question.
So this is the question, right? So I don't think I even need to give you the answer to this, but we all know that tertiary is the most stable, right? Tertiary carbocation is most stable. Okay.
I'll hold this.
So tertiary carbocation, bacha, is more stable than secondary carbocation, then your primary carbocation, and then your methyl carbocation. And why that happens, bacha? Because in carbocation, what is happening? I'm going to choose another slide. This is your carbocation. Your carbon has a positive charge. So to balance this positive charge, what it needs alkyl groups attached to it. So the more number of alkyl groups are attached to it, it means what? CH3 groups. More the number of CH3 groups, they do actually two things. What do they do? CH3 group is a plus I group, which means what? It is it shows inductive effect and it gives away electrons to the carbocation, hence increasing the stability of carbocation. Number first reason, and number second reason is it is also showing you hyperconjugative effect, isn't it? So these two effects are working in a carbocation, right? These two effects increases the stability of carbocation, hence tertiary will be the most stable, then your secondary, then your primary, and then your methyl carbocation, because methyl carbocation does not have any alkyl group attached to it, right? So this will be the order based on these two very important effects which we discussed in the section where we did the entire organic chemistry together, right? Now I have another question, I guess. Yeah.
This one?
Yeah, this one. It is in my phone. So the question was, when I react, okay. The question was, when I react 2-chlorobutane plus Cl2, when I react 2-chlorobutane with Cl2, I get a lot of isomers. Why? Because bacha, I am trying to react it in the presence of light, right? So what are isomers can I expect when I react 2-chlorobutane with Cl2? So the isomers that I can expect are somewhat like this. Here it will be 1Cl, because the 2-chlorobutane was the reactant, right? So this will remain fixed. I can attach another chlorine somewhere, so I can attach one chlorine here. Okay, this can be the one isomer. The second isomer can be like this. Here it will be again one chlorine here, one chlorine here, and the other will be somewhat like this. Here will be one chlorine and here it will be another chlorine attached to it. Okay, now let me know how many chiral centers do you see in these compounds. Can you see that this is a chiral center, isn't it? This is a chiral center, right? So I will mark it as asterisk. This is one chiral center. This is another chiral center. Okay, and here also this has. So what happens in this case? This has two chiral centers. So it will form two. Two optically active products plus one meso product, right? So the total number of isomers in all these cases that you get is actually 4, right? So the question that was asked was, how many optical isomers do you get in this situation? So the correct option seems to be number 4, if that was the question, right? Again, this is again a very controversial question. But yeah, if you go ahead with this method, you will get 4 number of isomers, right? Optically active isomers. Okay, now we shall call.
Now we shall call Shreyas sir or Namrata ma'am, whoever is ready with more questions. And by the way, many students are asking about, ma'am, I have got this much questions. I have got some negative marking. But you please let me tell you that whatever we say right now, from the top of our head, that's not going to be accurate, which is why I refrained from answering. But let me tell you, once all the shifts are over, we will sit, we will do those calculations, we will get the data, and then we will let you know. Apart from that, somebody has asked about, ma'am, analytical chemistry notes. Yes, we will get you that. I think we have it already made. We will get you that, okay? Don't worry about it. And over to your captain. Sir, do that snap thing. They are all waiting for that.
Yo, there you go. Should I keep this?
Yeah. We'll keep this.
Okay.
So I think for chemistry, we are done with 12 to 13 questions. We will see if we get more questions. Please send us. You can comment. We also have some Google forms where you can send it. Send it to us. Okay? Chalo. Bye. See you soon.
Thank you.
Over to
ma'am.
you, sir. Over
Thank
to you.
you.
See you guys. Bye.
All right, so let's begin. Where did the... Wow. I don't know. How do I fix this? It has fallen down somewhere. I think I'll have to hold it in my hand. There is no other option. Okay, so let's begin, my dear students. Yes, I know you are all excited for the physics JEE Mains paper discussion. Welcome Neha, hello Alekhya, hello Priya, hello Vandana, hello Dharun, and I keep reading all your comments which you post after the session is over. So keep those comments flowing even after the session, even if you're watching it recorded. I read everything. Thank you so much. So let's begin, my dear students. Yep, for the physics paper discussion. Okay. So let's start. Yep. So this is the first question coming up on your screen. Two polarizers A and B are kept after each other, making angle 45 degrees with each other. If unpolarized light of I naught intensity enters first and then B, then what is the final intensity of the light which comes out? A similar question came in the previous day. So if you have attended my sessions before, you know the answer already. So I naught was the original unpolarized light. Now, once it enters into polarizer A, the intensity will become I naught by 2. It will just become polarized. After that, what happens is, it is going through another polarizer which is at 45 degrees. So, the new intensity will be I naught by 2, which is entering into cos square 45. This is using your Malu's law. Malu's law, isn't it? Everybody remembers? Yes, very good. So that's it. After this, it is I naught by 2. Cos 45 is 1 by root 2. Square it will become 1 by 2 again. So it shall be I naught by 4. I naught by 4. Is that right, everyone? Very good. Option B. Yes, B for IIT Bombay. Very nice. Very good. That is the correct answer. Moving on to the next one. If a simple pendulum of length 4 meters is taken up, just 1 second. If a simple pendulum of length 4 is taken up by height of r, then what is the new time period over there? Now we know as you go up, the acceleration due to gravity decreases, and the acceleration due to gravity formula is a gm by r square. Now, if you are on the surface, the acceleration due to gravity, let's say, is g naught. If you are at height h, let's say the acceleration due to gravity is gh. So g naught by gh will be inversely proportional to the distance from the center. So when you are on the surface, the distance is r. When you are at height of r, it is r plus r, and I have to square it. It is just inversely related to this. So this is just going to become 4:1. This is just going to become 4:1. So the gravity at height h is gravity on the surface divided by 4. Gravity on the surface divided by 4. Now what is the time period formula? It is 2 pi root of L by G at that point. So 2 pi as it is. The length is given to be 4. The acceleration due to gravity is g naught by 4. So it is g naught by 4 again. 4's under the root will just make it 4. Root of g is pi. Root of g is pi. Pi by 4 2's are 8. So 8 seconds should be the answer. 8 seconds should be the answer, my dear warriors. Just check it out. If you are getting the answer as 8 seconds. Yes, very good. Excellent. 8 seconds is the answer. Very nice. How many of you got it in the actual exam? Yes, it is pi. Very good. Let's move now to the next question coming up on your screen. A similar question came in the previous shift. A similar question, we also did it in our mock test just a week back. You can open up that sessions. It's there. I'm not lying. And you will realize that in the session only I told this kind of questions will come, very high probability, and actually it ended up coming. So whatever we have been telling is just happening on this channel. What more can I say? So, I mean, it should really be challenging for you to not subscribe to the channel. I mean, the easy thing to do will be to subscribe, to like, and to talk about this channel. It should be really hard to not talk about this channel. I mean, it would be a matter of surprise if you're not talking about this, because so many things have just been happening the way we have been saying. So the escape speed formula is root of 2 gm divided by r. So escape speed of the planet upon escape speed of Earth. escape speed of Earth will be root of here mass of planet by mass of Earth. What just happened? Okay. Mass of planet upon mass of Earth, and inversely proportional to root of r. So radius of the planet and radius of the Earth. Velocity of the planet, I don't know. This is 11.2. Mass of planet by mass of Earth is 1 by 6. Radius of Earth by radius of planet. Radius of Earth by radius of planet will be 3:1. 3 and 6 cancels. It becomes 1 by root 2. So from this, velocity of escape on that planet will be 11.2 divided by root 2. How much does that come out to be? 7.9, I believe. Obviously not meters per second. It should be 7.9. Just check this out, my dear students, if you are getting it as 7.9 kilometers per hour. Yes, very nice. Thank you, Charita. Thank you, Charita, so much. Yes, very good. Okay, let's go to the next question. Okay, what is the next question? A block of mass 1 kg is pulled up the inclined plane by 60 degree by this force, coefficient of friction, the magnitude of the work done by friction. Now, many students did a mistake here. They calculate the work done by 10 Newton force, but the question was the work done by the friction. How many of you did that mistake? Solanga, guys. Everybody, Chepu, how many of you made that mistake in the examination? Instead of finding the work done by friction, you calculated the work done by 10 Newton. That is a very serious major mistake. So don't do that. Okay. So how to solve this question? It's very straightforward. This block is being pulled up by some force. Obviously, there will be a frictional force acting like this. That frictional force of kinetic will be nothing but mu mg cos theta. And you are moving that block by some distance of how much? It is basically 10 meters. And friction is going to act opposite. There you go. That's it. So the work done will be the kinetic frictional force into the displacement. So it is mu mg cos theta into the displacement, which is 10. Mu is 0.1. Mass is 1. G is 10. Cos of 60 is half, and into 10 again. 0.1 into 10, 1. Half into 10 is 5. So 5 joules should be the direct answer. Very good. Many of you did not do that mistake. Sham doctor did that mistake. Very good. Now that you realize it, at least don't repeat it in the second attempt. It's okay. Some of you will be like, sir, I did the mistake. What to do now? Big mistake happened. I know it is a big mistake, but you have one more chance. Don't repent so much. It is okay to make mistakes, but don't repeat it. That is the main thing. That's why you should give a lot of mock tests, attend these mock tests and discussions. Why do you think they are so important? Why do you think we were doing it? Just reading theory, just doing the theory, you would have realized is of no use just before the JEE Mains, right? Okay, find the tensions in the given system. So now this is a standard question. This is usually done as a initial example whenever a teacher teaches, what is tension, force, blocks and string questions. Usually these are one of the first 2-3 questions only which a teacher will do in the class. So if you take this thing as an entire system, this whole system will accelerate. So the net force will be the total mass into acceleration. Net force is 80. All these tensions are internal forces. Mass will be 5 plus 3 plus 2. 5 plus 3, 8. 8 plus 2, 10. So 10 kg is the total mass. So 10A. So A will be basically 8 meters per second square. But that is not the question. The question is what is T1 and T2. So if you just look at this block, this is accelerating, and that is only accelerating because of T1. So T1 will be mass into acceleration. So 5 into 8, which is 40 Newton. So T1 is 40 Newton. Is it there? Yes, in option A and D. Similarly, if you look at 3 kg block, it is also accelerating. So T2 is the force this way. T1 is the force this way. So T2 minus T1, big minus small, is mass into acceleration. 3A. So therefore, T2 will be, take T1 on the other side, it is just 40 plus 3 into acceleration, which is 8. 8 3s are 24. 24 plus 40, 64. 64, which is option number A, my dear warriors. Option number A. How many of you got option A? Very good, Naman. Everybody, Cheppendi in the chat box right now. Everybody, Solanga. Yes. Very good, very good, very good. Everybody matadbeku. So how many students from Bangalore, Karnataka? How many students from Telangana, Andhra? How many students from Kerala? How many students from Tamil Nadu, my state where I was born? And some students might be also from the state where I'm living right now in Karnataka. It's very nice to know my fellow students. And also some students from Andhra where my ancestral side is. Nice to see all the students. Thank you so much, yeah, for all the love. Thank you so much. Moving on to the next one. Thank you. Okay, so what is this? Find the value of the P in this particular dimensional formula or whatever formula. C is the speed of light. And this is such a stupid question if this question came, because already G's power is given, H's power is also given. Only one power is asked. I mean, what a laddu lallu question. Such a laddu lallu question, isn't it? Yes or no? So, how to solve this, my dear warriors? How to solve this, my dear warriors? It's just knowing all the dimensions individually and matching the dimensions. That's it. So, m is raised to 1. C, which is speed of light. Speed of light is meters per second. So, L raised to 1, T raised to minus 1, the whole raised to P, which is unknown. Okay. Gravitational constant. G, think of it. G is F R square by M square, because F is GM square by R square. Dimensionally, I can just look at this formula. So force is M raised to 1, L raised to 1, T raised to minus 2. It's just lengthy. That's it. Nothing else. R square means L raised to 2. M square means M raised to 2. That's all. And this is raised to minus half. And then Planck's constant, we know energy is equal to HF. That means H is equal to energy by frequency. So energy, frequency is 1 by time period. So energy into time. So that is what H is. Energy is M raised to 1, L raised to 2, T raised to minus 2 into time. So into T, the whole raised to half. Now you just have to match the dimensions. So M raised to 1 will be here. Here, when you do the math, I think you should definitely get M raised to 1, else it will not work. L raised to something, T raised to something. There are no dimensions only of length over here. L's power and T's power is 0. So you will equate 0 is equal to something. Solving these two, you will get the value of P. This is all you had to do. How many of you got the answer? Very good, Vaishu. And we have done these kind of questions even before. We have been doing these kind of questions even before, right? Okay. So what did you get as the answer? Did you get it as half or minus half or something? Just check it out. Yes, is it half? See if you got the value of P as half, my dear warriors, after solving these equations. I mean, you just need one equation. You don't even need the second equation. Whatever value you get by equating L will also be the value that you will get by equating time also. Is that okay? Everyone? B for IIT Bombay. Very good, Pratveshwar. Awesomeness. What a shift. Yeah, what an easy shift. This question we have done, I think, in one of the sessions long time back. Some of my old videos will definitely have this exact same question. Some of you might remember it and appreciate it also. So, a charge is rotating around an infinitely long wire of having density something. Time period of that charge is how much? So, we all know when you take a long wire, all right, it creates an electric field. And so, if, what is that? If the electric field is outwards like this, and if there is a charge which is supposed to go in a circular path, if that charge is minus q, obviously the force on it will be inwards, which will provide the necessary centripetal acceleration as this goes in a circular path of radius r. Is that right? Okay. So now that force will be m omega square r. Omega is the angular speed. This force is the electric force. So it is the charge into the electric field is m. Omega is 2 pi by t whole square into r. What is the electric field? It is 2 Coulomb's constant into the density, which is rho in this case. Usually it is lambda, upon just r. And this is m. And here you have 4 pi square by t square. And there is r. Solving this, you will get t square. Taking root, you will get the value of t also. So check what is the answer that you are getting. Check what is the answer. Everybody is spamming option A. I like that spam. Is it really option A or not? Let's find it out. Yes, it is option A. kudos to all the kids, kudos to all the students. You guys got it right. And this was based on the formula. In fact, in my formula session also, we discussed the electric field due to a long wire. If you remember, in fact, we had discussed for a finite wire also, right? Very good. Linear charge density, usually the symbol is lambda, but I don't know. As per the memory based thing, it was given as rho. Don't worry. Don't think, sir, is this mass per unit length or mass per unit volume? The symbol is rho, but it means a lambda only, which is coulombs per meter. Don't get confused over there now. Okay. How many of you remember this question? When did we discuss it? Put it up in the chats. Exact same question. Let's see how many of you have been loyal to this channel. Let's see how many of you have been tuned into this channel. You will show your loyalty today by putting it up in the comments or in the chats. When did we discuss this? Just in the last day. Exact same match the following. Exact same match the following. Yes. Same thing has just come over here. What is this? This is Gauss law in magnetism. What is this? Electric flux Q in by epsilon. That's Gauss law of electrostatics. B dot dl is mu naught I enclosed. That's Ampere's law. And E dot dl is minus d phi by dt. This is the total EMF. What is happening? Are you giving up on me? Please don't give up. Yeah. So this is EMF induced, and this is the rate of change of magnetic flux. That is Faraday's and Lenz's law together. Same question. Match the following. And you know what? How many of you saw my morning video of the discussion? And there also I was telling, please understand the paper patterns are similar. Papers are getting, questions are getting repeated. Some things are changing. Sometimes directly it is getting repeated. I mean, there is no fun only in solving. I told also, I'm getting bored solving the paper because there is no fun. It's so easy peasy lemon squeezy. And even after that, if you miss such things, I will feel very, very bad. I will be very, very unhappy about it. Yes. Very good, Monica. Very good. Yes, I saw it, Yashwant. What about this? 1000 drops, energy E1, merge to form a bigger drop. What is the ratio of energy? How many times you would have done this kind of question? Please tell me. At least some 5-10 times you would have done this. On this channel, you open any fluids video, guaranteedly you will find this kind of question. So, when the drops are small, the radius is r, and there are 1000 such drops, and that gives you one big drop of radius capital R. So the volume should be conserved. So 1000 into 4 by 3 pi r cube is 4 by 3 pi capital R cube. 4 by 3 pi cancel, taking cube roots. 10 small r is capital R. I will need it for the further analysis. What is E1? Surface energy in the first case. So that is nothing but 1000 drops are there. Each drop has an area of 4 pi small r square. Surface tension is S. Remember, USA, U is equal to SA, USA, United States of America. And I told you about this trick for remembering the surface potential energy. So surface energy is nothing but surface tension into the area, but there are 1000 drops, so multiply by 1000. What is E2? There is only one big drop, so don't have to multiply anything. It is 4 pi capital R square into S. Now divide both of them. See what you get. E1 by E2. What will you get? What will you get? 4 pi gone. SS gone. So 1000 is there. R square is there. Capital R is 10 small r. Capital R is 10 small r. Square it. R square gone. 1000 divided by 100, which is 10:1. How many of you got 10:1? Yes, very good. Excellente, my dear students. Proud of all of you. If you got it as 10:1 is E1 by E2. 10:1 E1 by E2. Perfect. This question. Every shift they are repeating. I mean, really, my dear students, can you leave such a question when I'm telling that it is getting repeated again? Every shift, I think we have done this. Every shift. Sometimes it is given in terms of degrees of freedom. Sometimes CV of the mixture is asked. Sometimes gamma of the mixture is asked. Same thing getting repeated. What can I say? That's all. So find CV of the mixture. Please don't use this kind of formula. Lot of students were like, sir, can I do this? Gamma mix is gamma 1 N1 plus gamma 2 N2 by N1 plus N2. If you use that, you will get one tight slap, you will get negative marks. Don't use that. Okay. So that is not a formula. That's why I put not equal to over there. Be careful. CV mix will be N1. N1 is 2. CV1, it's a monoatomic gas. So 3R by 2 plus 3 moles of dia. Dia is 5R by 2 upon 2 plus 3. Similarly, CP of the mixture will be nothing but 2 plus 3 over here. N1 is 2. 2 moles of mono. Mono is 5R by 2. And here we have 3 moles of dia. So that is 7R by 2. So just divide CP of the mixture by CV of the mixture and you will land up with the correct answer, which is 29 by 19. Just check it out. If you got it as 29 by 19, my dear warriors. How many of you got it? Can I get 97 percentile by attempting only physics and chemistry? Definitely, Ganesh. There were many students who messaged me, sir, I'm getting 160 marks with just physics and chemistry alone. They completely left maths and still they got it. So it is definitely possible. Just imagine leaving one entire subject because it is so easy. But the challenging thing will be to see if everybody found it easy. Because everybody is finding physics, chemistry easy. What if the percentile, falls down for the same marks? Because everybody is scoring well. So that is something which needs to be seen. If in spite of such a laddu paper, students still get same percentiles or even better percentiles, that means something is wrong. That means something is wrong. We have legendary students out of those 12 lakh applicants. So we have legendary students in those 12 lakh applicants. That's the reason why, still people are getting lower marks or lower percentiles in spite of the paper being simple. So we need to see that. We don't know whether we have legends or not. Obviously, we cannot sample out all the 12 lakh students, right? Okay, I think that was the one. All right, so we'll be back with more questions. There are more questions getting typed as we speak. Yes. Oh, there was one more question which came. Yes. Let's see if we can do this as well. What does this say? Square loop current passing side given, find the magnetic field. I mean, this also we have done many times, but still I'll show you. What you need to do is to find the magnetic field at the center. You find the magnetic field due to any one side. Let's say, for example, this side. It's a finite wire. The total length is 1. So, or L, I can call it as L. So this will be L by 2. So you are at a distance of L by 2 from the wire when you are at the center. Now each side will give a magnetic field. If you multiply it 4 times, you get the total magnetic field of the coil. Is that right? Yes. So, my dear students, the magnetic field due to the side of that square loop is the magnetic field of a finite wire carrying some current, which has a formula of mu naught I by 4 pi distance into sine of alpha plus sine of beta. What is this alpha beta? We'll come to that. Mu naught current and 4 pi r is the distance, which in this case is L by 2. What is sine alpha and beta? Alpha and beta are the angles subtended at the center or at the point where you want to find the field with the endpoints. You can see this point is subtending 45 degree, this point is subtending 45 degree. So both alpha beta are 45. So it will be 1 by root 2 plus 1 by root 2. 2 and 4 cancel. So you will get it as mu naught I by 2 pi L. And 1 by root 2 plus 1 by root 2 is 2 by root 2, right? So 2 also cancels and you will get this as mu naught I by root 2 times of pi L. Very nice. Now once I get this, the total magnetic field will be 4 times the magnetic field due to any one side, which is 4 times mu naught current by root 2 times pi L. 4 by root 2 is 2 root 2 because 4 is 2 into 2. One of the root 2 will get cancelled. So it will become 2 root 2 mu naught I by pi L. That's what it is. Everything is given to you. Everything is given to you over here. So just substitute, current is given, length is given, just substitute and see if you are getting the answer as 40. 40. Just see if you are getting the answer as 40. How many of you got the answer as 40? Yes, just check it out. No aces. It was not 20, it was 40. Yep, everybody, I hope got this particular question now. Cool. Okay. So let's call upon maths now. And remember that there is a link for joining the crash course, which is in pure English with 144 sessions in the phase 1 JEE preparation, mainly 12th standard classes, then the board preparation classes, so that you do not miss out on the board preparation and at least get 75 marks, 100%, but about that only you will get. In fact, we are targeting about 90%. Then in the phase 3, you will have the 11th classes also, along with some remaining 12 classes, and totally 64 sessions, totally 144 sessions with test series, with assignments, with study material PDF, with personal guidance, with strategies, and even I will be making a special appearance in this particular crash course. So if you are targeting 99.5 percentile, which every student should, and if you want to join the JEE Advanced Ekalavya batch, this is your best opportunity now, and do not lose hope. I would love to see you in this particular JEE crash course. The link is there in the description box. The course is just worth 4,000 rupees. Yes, it's a limited period offer. Only for few seats you are going to see that price. After that, the price might go up by any amount. 67% off is going on. The course price is actually 12,000 rupees. You can check it out for yourself. Link is there below. Cool. So let's call upon maths, I believe, now. All right. So let's call upon maths. Hold on.
Mathematics. All right. All set for mathematics? Shall we start? Shall we begin? Okay. All right. So let me just write down the very first question. Yes. All right. So the very first question I'll be writing from probability, which says that bag A contain. So bag A contain 7 white and 3 red balls. 7 white and 3 red balls. All right, very easy question from probability. Bag B contain 3 white and 2 red balls. 3 white and 2 red balls. Okay, all right. A ball is chosen at random and found to be red. A ball is selected at random and found to be red. Okay. And we need to figure out the probability that it is from bag B. Probability that it is from bag B. Okay. So I have actually taught this question. So this question is from Bayes theorem. So how to identify whether your question is from Bayes theorem or not? So for that we have a very beautiful technique. So basically this statement, a ball is chosen at random and found to be red. That means something has already happened and now they are asking another thing. Okay. So now ball is red. Okay. So I'll be writing total. How to apply Bayes theorem? I'll be writing the total probability in the denominator. Total probability, that means from how many ways I can get red ball. So I can get red ball from two ways. If I select bag number A, this is your bag A, right? Getting a red ball from bag A will be 3 by 10 plus, because I have to write total probability, half, multiply. Now I am going to get the red ball from bag B, right? And in the numerator, you are going to write the only probability. So basically probability that it is from bag B. So you have to write, no, it is not from bag B. Basically the question is, it is from bag A. Yes, the question is from bag A. So bag A ki probability you have to write, this is your bag A, this is your bag B. And you are looking for bag A probability 1 by 2 into 3 by 10. So this 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2 is anyway gonna go. This is 3 by 10. What about this? 2 by 5. If I multiply 2 over here, so it will become 3 plus 4, 7 by 10. So this is 3 by 7. This type of question we've already done. Yes, this type of question we've already done in our previous sessions. Let's talk about, okay. So let's now talk about, okay, so this was the question number 1. Shall I erase it? Yes. Clear. Question number 2. In the chat box, from where we are going to get our question number 2? Tell me. So question number 2 is from functions, which says we need to figure out domain of fx. Domain of f of x. We need to figure out, and fx is given as log of 2x upon, we have 4x square minus x minus 3 plus, we have cos inverse, we have what? 2x plus 1 upon x plus 2. And the domain is already given to you. Domain is nothing but alpha close to beta open. And you're looking for the value 5 alpha minus 4 beta. Okay, 5 alpha minus 4 beta. Let's just start solving it. The moment I see log of this expression, that means 2x upon 4x square minus x minus 3 should be greater than 0. And you know what? This very expression can be splitted into 4x plus 3, x minus 1. So 2x upon 4x plus 3, x minus 1 would be greater than 0, right? Method of intervals. So 0, then we have 1, then we have minus 3 by 4, right? Greater than 0. So it is positive, negative, positive, negative. You are looking for positive value. So x belongs to minus 3 by 4, comma, 0, union 1 to infinity, right? Now what about this? Cos inverse, right? Let me just shift this over here. So cos inverse. Now 2x plus 1 upon x plus 2 will lie between 1 and minus 1. Isn't it? So what we can do is we can solve this. So 2x plus 1 upon x plus 2 minus 1 less than or equal to 0. So 2x plus 1 minus x minus 2 upon x plus 2 less than or equal to 0. Further solving it, it will give me x minus 1 upon, so x minus 1 upon x plus 2 less than or equal to 0. So minus 2 and plus 1 will be there. You are looking for negative value. So x belongs to what will happen? So it would be minus 2 to 1. 1 will be close. Okay. 1 will be close. Another thing, now let's talk about this one. Okay. So that is 2x plus 1 upon x plus 2 plus 1, and it would be greater than or equal to 0. Right. So x plus 2. So 3x plus 3 upon x plus 2 greater than or equal to 0. The moment I plot this minus 1 and minus 2 on the number line, I am going to get 1 minus 1 से बड़ा, minus 2 से छोटा. The moment I take intersection out of these two, na, take intersection of these two. So this is saying minus 2 से छोटा, and this is saying what? Minus 2 to 1. So the intersection part is nothing but, so this is minus 1 to 1 is the intersection part, right? Minus 1 to 1 is the intersection part. So minus 1 to 1 is the intersection part from here, and you need to take intersection on both, right? So yes, I'm actually leaving this question over here only. So basic calculation you need to solve, get the value of alpha comma beta, put it over here, and yes, you'll get your answer. Okay. All right. Yes, negative marking is there for non-MCQs. Yes, it is there. Okay. All right. So you solve it and let me know the answer. I can see 11 there. You guys are saying 11 is the answer. Okay. All right. I'm not gonna solve the question completely. Okay. Okay. Let me just clear it. Okay. All right. So next question we have from vector. Yes, from vector we have next question which says magnitude. So third question from magnitude. Magnitude of B is given as 2. Magnitude of B cross A, right? It is given again. It is given as 2 only, and we are here to calculate B cross A minus B ka whole square. All right. Very easy question from vector, right? So the moment I expand this, na, what do I get? So that means B cross A ka whole square plus B ka square, right? And you have minus of dot product of these two will be 0. Now B cross A already given to us 4. B ka square 4. Can you see this? Very easy question. 8. 8 is the correct answer. All right. Okay. Cool. Clear. Third question. So this was the third question. Let me move on to the next question. Okay. Yes. So another question I am having from application of derivatives. This question is sorted. Application of derivatives. Okay. Fourth question. Application of derivatives. Okay. So application of derivatives question says that f of x is equals to x minus 2 ka square and x minus 3 ka cube, right? Where x belongs to 1, 4, right? And it is given that capital M be the maximum value of fx, small m will be the minimum value of fx, and you are looking for m minus n. Okay. So you need to figure out maximum and minimum value of this function. That's all. Okay. So we need to understand the nature of this fx. How do we do that? By differentiating the function. So apply the product rule. So product rule 2 x minus 2, right? X minus 3 ka cube is constant plus x minus, so 3 times x minus 3 ka whole square and x minus 2 ka whole square is constant. Take something common. X minus 2 can come out, x minus 3 ka whole square can come out, and inside this you will be getting what? 2x minus 3 plus 3 times x minus 2, right? So this will become what? 5x minus 12. So your f dash x, I need to make my f dash x equal to 0. So my f dash x is becoming 0 at x is equals to 2, 3, 12 by 5. And you know what? When the interval is given now, so these 3 points are my doubtful points. And 1 and 4 are already my doubtful point. Okay. So let me just plot the curve over here. So this is 1. This is my 4. Then we have 2. Then we have 12 by 5. And then we have 3. Okay. So can we see that at 3, basically, so this will be positive. If I talk about 3, just forget about these extreme points. Let's forget about this. 2, 12 by 5 and 3 are my critical points. So I'll be getting plus sign after 3 and before 3, because can you see the power of 3 is 2. So even power sign will not get changed. Then over here minus, then we have plus sign. So if I have to plot the graph, my graph will be increasing in this interval, decreasing in this interval, and again increasing over here. So possibly I will get my maxima clearly. My maxima will be either at 4 or at 2. Right? So maxima will be either, the moment you put 2, it will become 0. So 2, though it's not gonna be there. Okay? So I'm not gonna get maxima at 2. What about at 4? I'm gonna get my maxima at 4, and maximum value capital M is coming out as f of 4. The moment I put 4 over here, so 2 ka square, this would be 4. Okay. What about my minimum value? So I'm gonna get my minimum value either at 12/5 or at 1. So I need to compare. If I put 1, then only I'll be getting it. So basically, again, my minimum value would be what? So the moment I put 1, I will get -8. Yes. So minimum value is -8. So this value will be 4 minus -8. So 12 is my correct answer. Okay. You put 12/5, you will not get minimum value. Okay. Wrong question, you are saying wrong question. Okay. All right. So this is the kind of question I have got. Okay. All right. Let me just clear it out. Have a look at this question. Okay. So what did we do? This was the question. Differentiated it, equated to 0, found out the critical point, plot the sign convention for f dash x, predicted the nature increasing, decreasing, and this is the point of minima, and point of minima could be this also. 1 and 12/5 could be your point of minima, right? And 2 and 4, out of 2 and 4 you will get point of maxima. So this was all about the question from application of derivative. Okay? Okay. All right. Let's move on to the next problem. And the next problem is from the vector again. Okay. So now this is a very good problem from vectors, which says, so this is, I guess, 4th question. That's 6. Okay. All right. Angle between A vector and B vector is given as pi/4. And one more information, too many information, A dot B is given as 3. What you are looking for is alpha square plus beta ka whole square, alpha A cross B ka magnitude ka square. This is what you are looking for. Okay. So first of all, this equation, you already have this equation, right? Can I apply Lagrange's over here? Can I apply Lagrange's value? I can definitely apply Lagrange's over here. Okay. And one more thing I can apply. Basically, A dot B, yes, I can apply. So, 2 things I will be able to apply. A dot B is equals to 3. So, this is magnitude of A, magnitude of B, cos pi/4 is given as 3. Magnitude of A, can you see? 1 plus alpha square plus beta square ka root. Magnitude of B is given as √6, and this is 1 upon √2. It is given as 3. Square both the sides. The moment you square it, now 1 plus alpha square plus beta square, this is 6/2. 6/2 is what? 3. So this is 3. 3 ka square is 9. 3 3s are 9. So alpha square plus beta square will be 3 minus 1, 2. Okay. Alpha square plus beta square is given as 2. And what about A cross B ka whole square? Apply Lagrange's. Lagrange's say dot product, square of dot product, square of cross product is equals to A square B square. That is your Lagrange's. Apply it. So 3 ka square, 9. A cross B. So A cross B, you want to know A cross B actually. And A square. So the magnitude of A square will be what? 3. And B square is already given. 6 3s are 18. 18 minus 9. So A cross B ka whole square is 9. So this is 9 and this will give you 18. Very good question. Very good question. Okay. All right. All right. So this is what we have got. A is equals to I cap alpha j cap plus beta k cap. Magnitude of B is given as 6. Alpha square plus beta square, A cross B ka whole square. So this is given as 18. So 2 things I have applied. A dot B and Lagrange's, and that's it. We are done. Okay. All right.
Let me just move on to my next problem. So yes, next problem is from trigonometry, and this problem is actually very easy problem, which says 3 sine a plus b is equals to 4 sine a minus b, and we are looking for tan a is equals to k tan b. Very childish question, I would say. Beginning of 11th class we have studied this type of question. So sine a plus b upon sine a minus b is what? 4 by 3. Componendo and dividendo. So sine a plus b plus sine a minus b upon sine a plus b minus sine a minus b is equals to 4 plus 3 upon 4 minus 3. Can you see? Sine a cos b plus cos a sin b, right? Plus sine a cos b minus cos a sin b. So 2 sine a cos b will be in the numerator, 2 cos a sin b will be in the denominator, and that would be 7 by 1. 2 se 2 cancel, sine a upon cos a. Can you see? Sine a upon cos a is tan a, and this is upon tan b. So tan a by tan b is nothing but 7. So the value of k is what they have asked. The value of k is coming out as 7. Very easy question, alpha question. Okay. All right. All right. Clear? Yes. Okay, let me just move on to my next problem. Clear? Next problem. Next problem is basic equation solving problem. So an equation is given to you, capital X, x square plus 3 times mod x plus 5 times mod x minus 1 plus 6 times mod x minus 2 is equals to 0. Okay, so we are looking for number of solution of this equation. Number of solution of this equation. So what we need to do is, first of all, we can clearly see that first solution is x is equals to 0 is the solution. Okay, now can you see how many critical points are there? 0, 1 and 2. So 0, 1 and 2 are the 3 critical points. So this is 0, this is 1, this is 2. So the very first case I'm going to take is x greater than or equal to 2. The moment we see x greater than or equal to 2, every modulus will get open with the positive sign. Okay, there is actually one mistake. Cancel. Cancel. Can I erase it? Okay. X square plus 3. Okay, so this is x square. So every modulus will get open with a positive sign, plus 3x plus 5x minus 5 plus 6x minus 12 is equals to 0. The moment I solve it, x square plus 8, 8, 7, 7, 14, 14x, and then we have minus 5. So minus 17 is equals to 0. So this is the quadratic equation. If you solve it, you will get 2 values of x, right? 2 values of x. But you know what? None of the values is greater than 2, है ना? So both the values, no value is greater than 2. No value is greater than 2. So that's why we have to reject this case. You solve it, you will realize. Second case would be x is less than or equal to 2 but still greater than or equal to 1. Okay. So that means this modulus will get open with a negative sign. So it will become x square plus 3x plus 5x minus 1, and over here you will get plus 12 minus 6x is equals to 0. If you solve it, so x square 3x plus 5x 8. 8 minus 6 is what? Plus 2x. And you know what? From here you are going to get plus 11, okay, is equals to 0. Again, the moment you solve it, your discriminant will be less than 0. Clearly, our discriminant is coming less than 0, okay. So this is 5x minus 5. So 12 minus 5 is 7. Yes. So again, discriminant is less than 0. So from here also I am not getting any solution. Now my third case would be what? My x is greater than 0 but less than 1. So now these two modulus will get open with a negative sign, and from here as well I'm not going to get any solution, and fourth case would be my x should be less than 0. All modulus will get open with a negative sign, and from here also I'm not going to get solve it. You will realize I'm not going to get any answer in this particular region. X less than 0, my x will be positive, so everything is rejected except x is equals to 0. So only x is equals to 0 is my answer. Okay, all right, only x is equals to 0. Clear? All right. Okay. All right, so we have another question from geometric progression, and this question is actually very good question. Question says that first term of two different GPs are equal. First term of two different GPs are equal, that is first thing. Okay. Third term of first GP, next statement says third term of first GP is equal to fifth term of second GP. Okay, this is also given to you. Next information which is given to us is 11th term. 11th term of first GP is equals to pth term of second GP. Find P. We need to find the value of P. Okay, let's find out the value of P. Very easy question. First term are equal. Third term of first GP. So third term of first GP, who is going to tell me? AR square is equals to fifth term of second GP. So fifth term of second GP is same. First term are equal, capital A, capital A. But common ratio of both the GP will be different. So fifth term will be like this. Okay, so this is our first thing. Now 11th term of first GP. So 11th term will look like this, and pth term will look like this. We are looking for value of P. Solve it with me. A cancel in both the terms. Now R square is equals to R ki power 4. So in here, can I write R square ki power 5 is equals to R ki power P minus 1? R square could be replaced by what? R ki power 4 ki power 5 is equals to R ki power P minus 1. So P minus 1 will be what? P minus 1 is equals to 20. P is equals to 21 is the correct answer. Right? P is equals to 21 is the correct answer. Cool, perfect, absolutely right. All right. Okay, so we have another question, very good question, solvable question, doable question, not very easy, right? So because there are some questions which are coming extremely easy. Okay. Yes, so this was a doable question. Let me move on to my next question. Next question is from continuity and differentiability, which says your fx is given to you and your fx look like this. 3x square plus 2x plus a. And here we have bx plus 2. Correct? Okay. Here your x is less than or equal to 1. X is greater than 1. And it is given that your fx is differentiable everywhere. Fx is differentiable everywhere, and you're looking for minus 2 to plus 2 f of x dx value. So first of all, fx is differentiable. That means your fx is continuous as well. So I'll be applying the continuity theorem for x is equals to 1. So value of function at x is equals to 1 will be 3 plus 2 plus a will be equal to b plus 2. So a is equals to b. 2 se 2 cancel, so this is 3 plus a is equals to b. This is continuity. Now what about differentiability? Differentiate it. 3 2s are 6x plus 2 at x is equals to 1 should be equal to b. Okay, so b is coming out as 8, and in here if I put b as 8, a is coming out as 5. Now integrate. Minus 2 to 2. Can you see? We have a break point at x equals to 1. So I'm going to break this at minus 2 to 1 and then 1 to 2. So minus 2 to 1, you have to integrate what? This particular thing, which is 3x square plus 2x plus a is what? 5 dx. And from 1 to 2, you have to integrate this. So 8x plus 2 dx. Integrate it nicely. So this will become x cube plus x square plus 5x minus 2 to 1 plus here we have 4x square plus 2x. 1 to 2. This will be equal to what? So 1 plus 5. 5, 6, 7. So this is 7. The moment you put minus 2, it will become minus 8 plus 4. Minus 8 plus 4. And you know what? You have minus 10 as well. Okay. Plus what do you have? The moment you put 2, na? 16 plus 4, 20. Minus the moment you put 1, 4 plus 2, 6. Okay, so this is 14. What about this? So 4 minus 18 is minus 14. So 7 plus 14 plus 14. 14, 14, 28, 28 और 7 is 35. 35 is the correct answer of this particular question. Yes, perfect. All right. Are you getting it? This is actually easy question. It's just that a little bit lengthy or calculative you can say, but this is absolutely easy. Differentiability, continuity, these questions are coming every year. Come on. And this breaking of the function, integrating it. So this is definitely a doable question, right? Okay. All right. Let me just move on to my next problem. Okay. Yeah. So next problem, any guesses from which topic? So next problem is from permutation and combination, which says that we have a question paper. A question paper has 3 sections. 3 sections. Okay. A is having how many questions? 8 questions. B is having 6 questions. And C is having 4 questions. Right? Respectively. If the student has to answer, if a student has to answer 15 questions, but the condition is that at least 4 questions from each section. At least 4 questions from each section should be there. In how many ways we can do that? Each section. From each section. Okay. In how many ways I can do that? Can this be done? Got it? So A is having 8 questions, B is having 6 questions, C is having 4 questions, right? Now from each section, I have to pick at least 4 questions, right? So that means C to I have to do completely. I don't have any choice for C. 4 questions from C will be done. And from A and B both, I need to select 15 questions. And the condition is that I have to do 4 from each, right? So first thing, if I do 4 questions from B, I have to do how? So 15, nahi, sorry, 11. 11, no, because 4 I am already doing from here, 11. So if I am doing 4 questions from here, I have to do 5 from here, so that 6C4, 8C5. So basically 5 from here, 4 from here, 4 from here. 4th day, this is the done. 4 I have to solve it. Complete section C I have to solve, right? Okay. Now next. Now if I solve 5 questions from set B, I have to solve only 4 questions. Okay, only 6 questions from set A. Next, if I solve all 6 questions from this, I have to solve 5 questions from this. Okay. So 6C4 and 8C5, it would be 120. Then we have 168. Then we have, last we have 56. Okay. So solve it, add it, you will get your answer. Are you getting it? Did you understand it? Yes? All right. Okay. And you know what, I was wondering that they didn't give any question from that Cramer's rule. Why they did not give the question from Cramer's rule? So maybe I thought this is a new thing this year. But you know what? In shift 2, we've got a question from Cramer's rule. I saw a question from Cramer's rule. Okay. So the question says that we need to consider a system of equation, okay, which says x plus y plus z is equals to 5. X plus 2y plus lambda square z is equals to 9 and x plus 3y plus lambda z is equals to mu. And options are given. That system has unique solution for lambda is equals to 1 comma mu is not equal to 13. Okay. Option B says that infinite solution for lambda is equals to 1, mu is equals to 13. Okay. And third, inconsistency, matlab no solution for lambda is equal to 1 and mu belongs to R. And last option, infinite solution for lambda is equals to 1 but mu not equal to 13. Okay. So you know that first of all we need to talk about this delta determinant, which is 1 1 1 1 2 lambda square 1 3 lambda, and if this is equal to 0, solve it for 0. So if this is equal to, so the moment you solve it, na, lambda will be 1 comma minus. That means for this value lambda is equal to 1, either we have infinite solution or we have no solution, right? For unique solution na, delta should not be equal to 0. That means option A is out of the thing. We can't take option A. Lambda can't be equal to 1. Why? Because this determinant will be equal to 0. That's what we want. We don't want. For unique solution, delta is not equal to 0. So this is reverse thing. Okay, now delta is equals to 1 means either we have no or infinite solution. Now what is the differentiator? Whether, how to check? So all the next determinant del x, comma del y, comma del z, if they are 0, no, then we say that infinite solution. Okay, so I can clearly see that if you put mu is equals to 13 over here, no, and check, so you will realize that your all determinants are coming out as 0. So option B is right. Okay, and no solution, infinite solution, yes. So option B is most appropriate. Okay, and I have taught you this in the Cramer's law as well. Okay, so it is here, right here in front of you. Okay. All right. Let me just find out my next question. Yes. Okay. All right. So we have another question which says f of x by y is equals to f of x upon f of y. Okay. All right. And f dash 1 is given as 2024. 4 options are given to us. Option A, that x f dash x minus 2024 f of x is equals to 0. है ना? Options are given like this only. F dash minus 2024 f is equals to 0. Option C 2024 f dash is equals to f. Option D आपको दिया है none. Okay, all right. So now the moment I see this functional equation, now this is very popular functional equation which says fx is equals to x raised to power n. Fx is equals to x raised to power n, right? And so if I differentiate my fx, it will be f dash x n x raised to power n minus 1. And you know what? The moment you put x is equals to 1, it will be n only, which is 2024. That means your function f of x is what? X raised to power 2024. And your f dash x is what? 2024 x raised to power 2023. Right? Okay. Now what you need to do is, basically you need to multiply x in your f dash x and 2024 in your fx so that it will become equal. X into f dash x will be equal to 2024 multiply f. This should be your answer. Check, check, check. So can you see option A is absolutely right? You will be able to solve it only if you know the functional equation. This is very, very important. Can we expect Cramer's rule? Yes, definitely you can expect Cramer's rule tomorrow as well, because this is a new thing. Now it can repeat tomorrow 100%. So please have a look and then go. Okay, so this is the question. All right. All right, so this was the last question from my side, and I'll be actually asking the chemistry guys, chemistry teachers, Nabamita ma'am and Nandini ma'am, whether they have some more questions or not. Okay, all right. Yes. Let me just call them.
Hello, my dear students. Let's begin with the physics remaining paper. Just 1 second. Let me just open our chats. Okay. So I hear that the maths paper was little bit difficult. Is it correct what I'm hearing? Maths was the toughest. Is that right? No? Everyone? Just let me know in the chat box. My goodness. Okay, chalo. So I just have some few questions which have come up. I don't know why in this shift not many questions have come. Usually we get more than 20 questions, but I think we have around 12 to 14 or maybe around 16 questions maybe, I guess. All right, everybody full on Josh and energy. Let's begin the session then. Okay, so this question was direct, find the magnetic moment, because the previous question we have already done. Where is the remote? See, we had done till question number 11, if you remember. This question was the last question, question number 11, which we did. Okay, so now we are directly going towards question number 12. Now, question number 12 says that what is the magnetic moment of an electron proportional to? We know the gyromagnetic ratio, magnetic moment upon angular momentum, is the charge by 2 times of the mass. So, magnetic moment is directly proportional to angular momentum. But we know one thing. Angular momentum is nh by 2 pi. nh by 2 pi. So magnetic moment is proportional to nh by 2 pi. That means it is indirectly proportional to n raised to 1. n raised to 1, D for IIT Delhi. How many of you marked it? D for IIT Delhi. Everybody put it up in the chat box right now and put it up with some fire. Yeah, come on. Even I have been standing here, all the teachers have been, researching on everything that we can do for all of you, be it bonus questions, be it the courses, be it the material, be it the solutions. So show some love, show some support and show some energy. Yes, the NTA will release the answer key after maybe a day or two. What is the next question? Okay, after a day or two, at least from the last shift, not from today, at least maybe on 3rd or 4th of February, at least you have to wait till that time. Okay, heat developed in the wire is H. If the wire is cut into 2 parts and joined in parallel, then the new heat dissipated will be. See, heat dissipated is V square by R into the time. So heat is inversely proportional to the resistance. Now imagine there was one resistor like this. You cut it into 2 parts. So each part will be R by 2, R by 2. Now you take that resistors and connect it in parallel. So what will be the equivalent? It will be R by 4, right? because r by 2 in parallel will be half of that, r by 4. So what has happened to the resistance? Resistance has become 1 by 4 times. So because it is in the denominator, what will happen to the numerator? It will become 4 times. So heat will become 4 times. D for IIT Delhi Untold Story Official. Yes, that is the correct answer. Okay. Dharun went to IIT Bombay. That was not the correct one. That was IIT Delhi. Happens. Number of spectral lines for transition from 5 to 1. Direct formula. There is nothing great about it. So if you are at 5 and you are going to 1, there are so many possibilities on the way over here, and just have to use the formula NC2. So use 5C2 and see what is the answer that you get. It should be 10. How many of you wrote B this time? IIT Bombay is correct now. Darun, okay? Yes, very good. No, this time IIT Delhi is not correct. IIT Bombay is correct. Moving on to the next one. This was another standard question. Germanium, silicon, some diodes are there, some resistors, some battery. We know each of these diodes have some voltage difference across them. One way to remember for SI is 7. S for SI, S for 7. So it is 0.7. So across silicon, it is 0.7. The word, when you write number 7 in words, it is SEVN, S over here, S over here. So naturally the other one is 0.3. So the total voltage drop across both of them is 1 volt. So out of 15, 1 volt went off. So obviously the remaining voltage will be dropped here, and that will be 14 volts. Now I can use that current is voltage by resistance, 14 by 1.5 plus 2.5, which is 14 by 2.5 plus this will be 4. So this is 7 by 2 amperes, but actually not amperes. There is kilo over here. This is K, this is K, this is also K. Now the question is actually to find the voltage across 2.5. So to find the voltage across this, delta V is IR, current is 7 by 2K, and multiply by the resistance, which is 2.5. So that's it, 7 and 2.5 is again kilo, kilo cancels. So 7 by 2 into 5 by 2, which is 35 by 4, which is how much? Which is nothing but 8.75, which is option A. Which is option A. Very good, Badrinarayan Prabhu. How to see the schedule of the crash course batch? Well, do one thing. You can fill up the form, number 1, and the team will get back to you. But I'll tell you broadly what the plan is. It is evening classes, and batch, or rather phase 1 is mainly concentrating on 12th portions. Then you have phase 2, which is boards, and after the boards, I think around some 10th March or 9th March or something, then your second attempt preparation starts with major focus on 11th standard as well. So that's how the schedule is roughly divided, and you will be also able to see at the bottom of that page a rough schedule is also given. Okay, cool. I hope that answers your question, and I'll see if I can get the schedule and post it on the Telegram channel as well. The entire schedule I'll post it over there. Make sure you're a part of the Vedantu JEE English Telegram channel, right? So I'll post it over there. Okay, what is this? The moment of inertia is given, speed is given, moment of inertia, speed is given, they are joined, common speed is achieved, find the change in kinetic energy. In the morning shift only this question got repeated, but with a slightly different value, and one of the discs was at rest. Here both the discs were moving or rotating. Okay, let's have a look at this particular question. So first of all, angular momentum has to be conserved. Angular momentum has to be conserved. Initial angular momentum will be I1 omega 1. Final will be, so initial is I1 omega 1 plus I2 omega 2. Final will be, both of them are together, I1 plus I2 into omega. I1 is 4, omega 1 is 10, plus I2 is 2, and omega 2 is 4, right? That's what it is, 2 and 4, perfect. And this will be nothing but moment of inertias are 4 and 2 and final omega. So this is 40 plus 8 is 6 omega. So omega will be 48 by 6, right? So this will be nothing but 8 over here. This will be nothing but 8 over here. Now the question is to find the change of the kinetic energy, change of the kinetic energy, which is nothing but half I is nothing but 4 plus 2 into omega square, that means 8 square, and you minus from that the original kinetic energy. So half into moment of inertia is 4 into omega is 10, and plus half, this whole thing is in the minus, half into moment of inertia is 2 into omega is basically 4. Just subtract this, whatever answer you get, put the mod value, because you just want to find the loss, you shall get the answer. Just see if you are getting the answer as 24. You should get the answer as 24 joules. If you got it, very good. Will April attempt be also easy? I think the April attempt might be a little bit, notch higher. There are two reasons for it. Usually it is seen that the second attempt is slightly, very slightly higher. And second thing why people find it more difficult is because students prepare very well for boards. So the 12th standard preparation is done. Usually many students realize their mistakes and they don't repeat it in the second attempt. And the third main reason is many students join the revision or the crash batches, and that's how their preparation goes up much better than the other students who are not a part of revision or crash batches. So many students realize, okay, my coaching was not good, so let me, take the benefit of something. So usually these are the multiple reasons which play into making that April attempt or the second attempt slightly more difficult. Okay, so I think that was the last question which I had. After this, the questions are not come. If something comes, I'll be putting it up in the PDF, which will be obviously shared with all of you in the Telegram channel. So it's time for chemistry. We'll be meeting again tomorrow. Okay, take care. Yes, I am your Thalapathy Vijay only. I am your Thalapathy Vijay only, because Thalapathy also stands for the person who is not just being idolized as a hero, but also who is there for the own people. So, that is the true meaning of, I would say, any heroic figure or any name which is given, right? Like be it Thalaiva or Thalapathy, right? That is what a hero should actually do, and that's what you would have seen in many of the, Tamil or Telugu movies, right? Be it Mahesh Babu sir, or be it your Vijay sir, or be it Rajnikant sir. So that is what they, at the end they do something for their village, they do something for their town, they do something for the society, and I feel very happy to do these things for all of you, and that too on YouTube. And I would really be happy if you are also a part of the Vedantu platform. Be a part of this wonderful family, my dear students, because we are literally like family members. We treat our students also like our own siblings out here, right? So let's begin with the chemistry session. Yes, let's begin with the chemistry session. Coming up on your screen. Just 1 second.
Hi students, we're back with some more questions for chemistry. Let's do them, because we are not leaving even one question, whatever students are telling us. We are here with all of them so that your tomorrow and day after tomorrow paper goes perfectly okay.
Yes. But chalo, see, this is the end of the day. It's about 9:30, and if the numbers drop here, I do not have the motivation or the energy to take the section. I need more students right here, right now. You can look at my eyes. I'm sleepy right now, yeah? So everybody, quickly go and call up your friends. Go. Where is the mic?
Found it. So yes, Not audible. As I was telling you, I'm telling you that I do not have the energy or the motivation. It's almost 9. I'm hungry, I'm sleepy, so are you. And if the numbers drop here, it's not going to look good. So you guys quickly go call up your friends, and we are going to start with some more questions that we have here. Now am I audible? Yes. Bacha, all that safe score and everything we will be telling you in some days, because it will take us some time to collect the data, calculate it, correlate it with the previous year, and then we can tell you. From the top of our mind, if I just tell you like this, it's not going to be accurate, okay? So that is why. Okay, Arjun? Now, we're starting from here? Yeah, go ahead.
So we are
Go
starting with more organic chemistry questions. Let's do them quickly. Again, very extremely easy, basic GOC questions have been asked. So you have to identify the product A and B in both these cases. Can you see what are we doing in both these cases? Bacha, we are doing nothing. We are just adding. We are just adding the OH group, but the number one addition will be according to your Markovnikov rule, isn't it? Whenever we are adding acid, right, H plus and H2O, the nucleophile that gets the electrophile that is there, it's the OH negative electrophile, right? It's an addition reaction, and here the addition will happen according to the Markovnikov rule, right? And here, can you see a peroxide is used in the B reaction? Peroxide means what? The addition here again will be of OH, but here the addition will be according to the anti-Markovnikov rule. Why? Because we have added H2O2 as a solvent, and we know H2O2 is a peroxide, and in case of peroxide, what happens? Addition through free radical mechanism happens, but in the above case, addition through carbocation mechanism happens, right? So the products in both the cases will be different, bacha. According to the Markovnikov rule, what will happen? Where the OH and H will go, the H will go to here and your OH will go here, right? So this is the Markovnikov product, and the anti-Markovnikov product will be, the addition product will be like this. Here will be the OH attached. Is everybody okay with this product? What happens in Markovnikov rule? In Markovnikov rule, the addition occurs at the more substituted carbon, but in anti-Markovnikov rule, the addition occurs at the least substituted carbon, right? Because here the addition occurs according to the free radical mechanism, correct? Now let's move. So the correct answer here seems to be option number A. So option number A is the correct answer. I've told you the answer. Now let's move on to the next question, bacha. The next question is, when metachlorobenzaldehyde is treated with 50% KOH solution, the product obtained is. So what you are doing, you are trying to react an aldehyde in presence of a base. So what all reactions can be expected? It can either be a aldol condensation or it can be a Cannizzaro reaction. So let us write the aldehyde here. The aldehyde here given is, one second. The aldehyde here given is metachlorobenzaldehyde. The structure of metachlorobenzaldehyde is like this. Okay? Here will be CHO group and here it will be chloro group, right? So this is the metachlorobenzaldehyde. Now in this case, can you find any alpha hydrogen? Which is the alpha carbon here, bacha? This is the alpha carbon, right? At the alpha position, there is no alpha hydrogen. Hence, this will undergo Cannizzaro reaction. Again, extremely easy product to actually determine what happens in Cannizzaro reaction, bacha. The CHO gets converted into two kinds of product. One product will be an acidic product and the second product will be a alcohol, right? So the correct answer here seems to be your product number B, right? One will convert into acidic product. The CHO will get oxidized in one case and the CHO will get reduced in the other case. That's what happened in a Cannizzaro reaction. So the conditions for a Cannizzaro reaction, repeating once again, the conditions are there should be no alpha hydrogen first of all. There should be presence of a base there, right? And the products formed are, one is the oxidized product of the aldehyde, that's the acidic product, and one is the reduced product of the aldehyde, which is a alcohol product, right? So the correct answer here is B. Extremely easy question once again. Now let's move on to the next question. So these two are the products, right? Now next question, bacha. Correct IUPAC name of the given compounds. Okay, so one of the students here corrected us. So we came with this question even previously, but apparently the previous question was a bit misprinted. So here is the correct question, and here you had to determine the IUPAC name of the following compound. So determine the first primary functional group. The primary functional group here is the CN group, right, which is called the nitrile group, right? So this will get the carbon, this carbon will get the number 1 position, this will be the second carbon. To the second carbon, can you see there is a amino group attached, right? So let's write down its IUPAC name. What will be the IUPAC name? The IUPAC name will be 2-amino. 2-amino, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 carbon chain means what? Butane nitrile, right? So this is the correct answer to this. Okay, very easy, extremely easy question. This is actually a 10th class question, right? Next question, let us look at the next question is again from your organic chemistry. So there is a presence of a benzene ring. So when you react benzene ring with HNO3 and concentrated H2SO4, what kind of reaction is this? What kind of reaction is this? This is a nitration reaction, right? What happens here? NO2 plus. When we use this reagent, the electrophile generated is the NO2 plus electrophile, which attacks the benzene ring. So the product number A, what will be the product number A? First of all, NO2 plus will be made, which will get attached to the benzene ring. Let me draw over here. So here is your benzene ring. First of all, NO2 will get attached here. The second reagent is tin and presence of HCl. What is that? That is a very good reducing agent. Tin and HCl is a very good reducing agent. So it will reduce the NO2 and it will form, bacha, your aniline. Aniline will be formed in the next step. Again, a very easy question from your amines chapter. So are you guys understanding what all are the important chapters, especially from your organic chemistry? 2 chapters are extremely important. Number one priority is to amines. And what is all asked in the amines? The diazotization of salts, the diazonium dyes. And the next thing that is asked, and the next main questions that are asked are from carboxylic acid and aldehyde chapter, right? Now what happens? This is product A. Okay? This is product A. This aniline is your product A. Okay? In B, what is happening? You are making a diazonium salt by reacting it with NaNO2 and HCl. Okay, then I'll make a diazonium salt out of it. Diazonium salt actually looks like this. I'm going to make it here. Diazonium salt. Here it will be N triple bond NCl. Correct? Here is the diazonium salt, and you are reacting this diazonium salt with phenol. So what will happen? When we react diazonium salt with phenol, we actually get a azo dye, right? And this will be the final structure of the azo dye. Look at the structure here. This is the final structure of the azo dye. Okay? So we made this benzene ring. Okay? Here it was N double bond N. Okay? And here your another phenol ring will get attached, and here is the OH group. So here is the azo dye formed. Okay? Anybody has any doubt in it? Extremely easy question once again. And what is the color of the dye? That is also very, very important. What is the color of the dye? Is it yellow or is it orange? Let me know in the comment section below. What is the color of that dye? So the correct answer is para-hydroxyazobenzene. You must know the IUPAC names also. Again, a very good question from your organic chemistry. I like this question. Okay, now read the statement 1 with me. What's the statement 1? Halogen attached to the bulkier group undergoes SN2 reaction. This is the question. Halogen attached to the bulkier group, okay, undergoes SN2 reaction. Is this statement correct? What happens in SN2 reaction? SN2 reaction, bacha, is a one-step reaction, right? Here the attack actually happens from the back side. Do you remember? Now if I attach the bulkier group means what? If I attach a tertiary carbon and here, see, a tertiary carbon, okay? And here this is your tertiary. To a tertiary carbon, a halogen is attached, right? In SN2 reaction, what is the procedure? The nucleophile or the electrophile actually attacks from the back side, right? The attacking reagent attacks from the back side. It is not possible in SN2 reaction, okay? So this statement is entirely false because in SN2 the attacking reagent has to come from backside. So the order of reactivity for SN2 reaction is actually what? It is actually primary is more than secondary is more than tertiary, and this is even more than methyl group. Correct? So this is the order of reactivity for SN2 reaction. Okay? SN2 reaction. So statement 1 is entirely false. For statement 2, secondary alkyl halide reacts with excess ethanol, undergoes SN1 reaction. This is an extremely good JEE level question. Why? I will explain it to you. Okay, I've told you the order for SN2 reaction. Now tell me what is the order for bacha SN1 reaction. Okay, in SN1 is a two-step reaction. Do you remember? In SN1 there is a formation of carbocation. Hence the stability of the carbocation, the formation of the carbocation is the rate determining step. It is the most important step, right? So here what will happen, because it is the rate determining step in SN1 reaction, the reactivity order is actually tertiary is more reactive, then secondary, then primary, and then will come your methyl group, right? This is the order. Now compare both the orders, SN1 and SN2 order. Can you see secondary is somewhere in the middle in both these orders? Can you see? It is in the middle even in SN1 and also in SN2 reactions, right? Now how to determine whether it will undergo SN1 reaction or whether it will go SN2 reaction, right? Now here the problem arises. So now bacha, it will depend on your solvent. Okay? Here can you see the solvent used is a ethanol solvent. Ethanol solvent is what kind of solvent, bacha? It is a polar protic solvent. Okay? It is a polar protic solvent. So hence it will undergo SN1 reaction. This statement is true. Okay? In SN1 reaction, polar protic solvent actually favors the SN1 reaction. Right? So we have done this. This is a good question. Now again a question from your DNF block plus your analytical chemistry is combined in this question. Again a very good question that they have asked. So you must focus on your D block as well as on your analytical chemistry for your upcoming exam. Very, very crucial, very, very important. Just look at the trends. Look at the data that is in front of you. Don't listen to me. Look at the data and make your own decision. Okay? The question is, in the given reaction A and B respectively, this is what? This is chromyl chloride when I react it with NaOH. Okay? What I'm doing, bacha? I am reacting chromyl chloride. Okay? Here, what is the chromyl chloride state? It is CrO2 2 plus. Okay, this is the chromic chloride state, and when I'm putting it in NaOH solution, what will happen? Okay, it is a very basic, very easy reaction given in your D block. So whenever you put CrO2, sorry, 1 second. Yeah. So whenever you put chromic chloride in NaOH, you get Na2CrO4 as the product. Okay, you are getting this as the product. And the second reaction was when you put Na2CrO4 in H2O2 solution in presence of acid, what will form? So the formation will be of a blue color. Chromium pentaoxide solution will be formed. Okay, chromium pentaoxide is a very, very important compound asked numerous times in your JEE Advanced exam, in your JEE Mains exam. This chromium pentaoxide has been asked even in yesterday's exam. It was there, right? It is a very important compound. This compound has a butterfly like structure. Chromium pentaoxide has a structure somewhat like this, correct? It has a butterfly-like structure. It is very deep blue in color, very important compound. And the oxidation state of chromium here is also +6. So these are very important points that have already been asked in previous exams, right? And in this exam, in your this evening shift of today, also this is asked in some other format, taking the question from where, bacha? From your analytical chemistry. Okay? This is given in your analytical chemistry PDF, which you should not miss before going to your JEE examination room. Extremely, extremely important. I guess I finished with my shift of questions. Now, Nabamita ma'am will take the lead.
Nicely, I was sitting in the corner and enjoying ma'am's class. Yes, all right, guys. Just another 4, 5, 6 questions, I guess. That's it. Oh, Nandini ma'am, I think you still have to take that N2O5 wala question. Will you be taking that? The last one? Or should we let it go? N2O4.
Take that.
You'll take that. Wait. Was it?
I'll just take a blank slide or let it do. I'll just take a blank slide.
This is the one. This is the one. Here you go. No.
No, this is the
This is
yeah.
the one. Yes.
Can
One
you-
last question.
Yeah,
one last question.
And then I'll take the lead. Okay.
Okay. I can't take it out now.
ठीक है. So this again is a question. Okay, look at the question. The question is, when N2O4 gets converted into NO2, the initial concentration of N2O4 is given to you. This is again from a chemical kinetics question. ठीक है, concentration, initial concentration बच्चा is given. ठीक है. The next question is, concentration of N2O4 is 2.75 molar after 30 seconds. ठीक है. After 30 seconds, the concentration is again given to you. Find out the rate of formation of NO2 during this interval. Okay, during this interval. So again, what can be the question? Okay, so N2O4, with N2O4, I'm actually forming 2NO2, right? Now, what will be the next step? Simple. How do you determine the rate? How do you determine the rate, bacha? Because the concentration of N2O4 is given, so the rate of N2O4, the rate of disappearance of N2O4 will be rate of disappearance of N2O4 upon dt, right? And what is the rate of disappearance? You've already been given the concentration. The concentration here is 2.75, right? And the time given to you is 30 seconds. But they have asked you to calculate in per liter per minute. So if I convert 30 seconds into minute, it will be 0.5 minute, right? So what will be the answer here, bacha? It will come out to be somewhat, what will be the answer? 1 second. 0.5, right? So it will be, so here, here the change in concentration is what, bacha? 3 minus 2.75, the change in concentration is just 0.25, right? 1 second, let us change this value. This value, we should change this. So here it, from 3 molar, it is becoming 2.75 molar in an interval of 30 seconds. So the change in concentration is actually 0.25, right? 0.25. Now when I calculate this, the answer comes out to be 0.5, right? Now what you have to do, you have to calculate the rate of formation of NO2. Okay? The rate of formation of NO2, I'm again writing the equation here, it is N2O4. With N2O4, you're forming 2 NO2, right? So the rate of formation of NO2 is D concentration of NO2 upon dt, correct? And what is the concentration of NO2? Sorry, the concentration of NO2 will be same as what was the previous concentration, which was 0.5. So it will be just 2 into 0.5, right? Because it is twice the moles which were used of N2O4, right? So I just need to do 2 into 0.5 and hence the concentration will be 1 molar. So this is the answer. Hope this is clear to everybody. Hope this is clear to everybody. Why is everybody writing 17? I don't know. What is 17? It is 1 molar, not 17. Who told you 17?
They're probably writing something else. All right, guys. Last 4 to 5 questions and that's it. We will be done with today's shift and we will do this again tomorrow. But you guys will be done. All right. Okay. Yes. So this is the question from where we will be solving. The answer is dash is based on the difference in the solubility of different components of a mixture with a solvent. Now this is simple, okay? Chromatography. Chromatography is the correct answer and chromatography, the basic principle is based on solubility, and I know that in many places, yes, somebody has said that it's filtration, somebody has said that it's crystallization. The correct answer, however, should be chromatography because that is the basic principle. Chromatography is based on solubility. Now, whatever you're talking about usual the chromatography that you do in the lab or you're talking about paper chromatography, both of them, the usual principle is solubility. All right, question is wrong. What was the question? Please let me know. Moving on to the next question, everybody. The next question, however, is, have a look, guys, have a look. The next question is the structure of Mn2CO10. I don't think they asked you structure of Mn2CO10. Did they ask you Mn2CO10? And I think there were options like this. Yes, there were options like this. Is it 2 square pyramidal units joined by bridging CO ligands? 2 square pyramidal units joined by Mn-Mn bond, 2 tetrahedral units joined by Mn-Mn bond, or 2 square planar units joined by Mn-Mn bond. Chalo, let's draw the structure. I think that will be clear for us. So how do you draw it? You draw an Mn here, then there is a bridge here between Mn and then CO10, right? So that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Somewhat like this will be the structure. From here, do you think that this is square pyramidal? And is it joined by bridging CO ligands? Not at all. There is no CO. There is no CO bridge right here. Nothing. What you can see is Mn-Mn bridge. So Mn-Mn bridge, that means that these 3 options, from these 3 options, do you think that this looks like a tetrahedral geometry? Nothing. No, no. Is it square planar? No. But 2 square pyramidal units joined by Mn-Mn bond, this makes sense just by looking at the structure. Correct, everybody? Yes. Just by looking at the structure, you can understand that this is a square pyramidal unit. However, still not sure about the option. Let me tell you that this is a memory based session. So whatever students have come out of the exam hall and they have told us, we have taken their words, we have trusted them blindly and we are writing it. So let us know if the question is wrong in the chat box. No ma'am, this was not the question. What was the question? What did they ask you? But these were the options. I'm guessing the options were somewhat like this. Is that correct? The options were somewhat like this, isn't it? Sridharan, yes, absolutely, it is option B. Let me know, guys. Let me know. Let me know. Yes, the question, what did it ask? Because I guess the options are somewhat like this, but I'm still not sure about the exact question. You did not understand it exactly. Let it go then. Chill. No worries. Anyway, this is the correct answer. If this was the option, then this is the correct answer. Moving on to the next question, guys. This is exactly how the structure looks like, and you can see that you have the wedge and you have the dashed line. From here, you can understand the structure a little bit more, okay? From here, from this diagram, maybe you can understand the Structure a little bit more. Options are also wrong. No worries. ठीक है. No worries. But you get the point, right? Now do you get the point, everybody? I hope you get the point. Octahedral. Octahedral was the answer. If there was octahedral option, then it can be square. Options were like octahedral. Acha. So if there was octahedral, then you can write it as octahedral, because I'll tell you what. See, Mn. Look at Mn now. Mn is forming 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 bonds, right? 6 bonds. How many bonds is it forming? It's forming 6 bonds. So if it is forming 6 bonds, then clearly it indicates that it has to have an octahedral bond. Exactly. So I did not know that octahedral option was there. That's why I said this, because none of the other options make sense at all. If octahedral option was there, then it has to be octahedral. Okay. It will be 2 octahedral units joined by Mn bond. Now is it clear, everybody? Now is it clear to you guys? Now is it clear? Now is it clear? Yes. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. If octahedral was there, then this is the correct answer. Chalo. Moving on, everyone. Moving on to the next question. Oh, sorry. I was moving backwards. Yeah. I'll move. H2TE is more acidic than H2S. This is S, guys. H2S. This is true. H2TE, tellurium hydride, is going to be more acidic. Why? Because tellurium has a bigger size. If the atom size is bigger, then don't you think that the release of hydrogen ions, release of hydrogen atoms will be easier, and whoever can release hydrogen atoms faster is a better acid, isn't it? Yes. So this statement is absolutely true. Correct? Yes. Now H2TE has more bond dissociation energy than H2S. Is that possible? Now come on. If the atom size, the size of the atom is bigger, then just understand it this way. If you have a bigger pencil, if you have a longer pencil, tuck, you can easily break it. But if you have a shorter pencil, will you be able to break it? You cannot break it, right? It's very difficult to break a small pencil. Now H2S, when you have H2S, sulfur being what? A second group element, a third group element, third period element. Hydrogen being a first period element. Both of them are of comparatively smaller size than H2TE. So the bond dissociation enthalpy is going to be more for H2S and not more for H2TE. So the second statement is false. Second statement is false. The first statement is true. Therefore, we can say that statement 1 and 2 both are correct. No. Statement 1 and 2 both are incorrect. No. Statement 1 is incorrect. Statement 2 is correct. No. Statement 1 is correct and statement 2 is incorrect. So option D makes sense, isn't it? Option D is our correct answer. Option D is our correct answer. Very good. Very good. Absolutely correct, guys. Moving on to the next question here is, oh, I think we are done. These were the only questions that we have. These were the only questions that we have. I hope that bond length is more, dissociation enthalpy is less. Absolutely, yes. Absolutely, yes. Sriraman, I think I have explained this, bacha. I also showed you this thing, right? Fluorine has more electronegativity, isn't it? Fluorine has more electronegativity than hydrogen, right? Read it. It's there in your P block. It's apart from the NCERT, bacha. Read it, okay? All right. Chalo, guys. Once again what? H2TE and H2S. Chalo, once again, everybody, let me tell you that H2S is less acidic than tellurium hydride because tellurium has a bigger atom. If it has a bigger atom, then the bond dissociation enthalpy, breaking the bond, is going to be easier. If breaking the bond is easier, the release of hydrogen ions will be easier, and if somebody can release hydrogen ions, somebody can give more hydrogen ions, then it is said to be more acidic, right? Similarly, here H2TE has more bond dissociation enthalpy than H2S. This is wrong. Because like I just told you, this one is going to be a bigger atom. Tellurium has a bigger size. If it has bigger size, then the bond dissociation enthalpy is inversely proportional to bond length. More is the bond length, lesser is the bond dissociation enthalpy. That is why option D is your correct answer. All right, everybody. Yes. Now with this note, this is the end of your second shift, everybody. We are going to see you tomorrow again. And I hope that you will subscribe to the channel. Those students who are new here, do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Do let your friends know that we have taken a lot of questions. Basically, we have taken more than 25 questions in chemistry, everybody. And similarly, we have done that for physics as well as mathematics. And I'll see you tomorrow. I will see you tomorrow. With this note, Tara, bye-bye. And yes, I have already shot the shorts. And in that, you will be getting a lot of important topics which are repetitively appearing or popping in your exam. So please go through that. Yes, please go through the shorts. It's not going to take you even a minute. It's going to be lesser than a minute, but you will get all the important topics. But before I go, let me once again tell you that please do not forget to take a look at all the name reactions from organic chemistry. Do go through the basic GOC. Apart from that, you must go through potassium permanganate and potassium dichromate. Read all the reactions. Now, twice they have repeated the reaction with iodine, but there are chances they may give you sulfide and sulfate. I'm predicting that. I am predicting that sulfide and sulfate they may ask you, because that's slightly tricky and students forget that which one is sulfide, which one is sulfate. So please do that, okay? This is very important. Apart from that, now that they have asked you twice about potassium permanganate, there is a chance that they may ask you about potassium dichromate. Cool? All right. So these are few things that you have to note down, and just do not skip the shorts. Watch the shorts. It will help you. With this note, everybody, Tata, bye-bye. Everybody is done. Everyone is done here. We are done solving a lot of questions and today's day is over. So give us a break. You guys also take a chill pill. Rest a while. Don't go bonkers. Just calm down. Spend some time with your parents. Have a good dinner and sleep well. Those of you who have an exam tomorrow, all the very best. We will see you tomorrow and hasta la vista, as Shreyas sir